What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another Christendom Strategist live stream. So this live stream is going to be a little bit different, and before I even get into discussing that, I'm going to actually check that everything on the audio end is good. So give me about half a minute or so, maybe probably less. Let's see. Alright. Yep, okay. The audio seems to be good. Alright, so you guys saw the title. What this stream is, it's going to be a combination of me playing some games here. Hopefully my speech isn't intrusive. I'll try to keep that. I'll try to keep that at a lower rate. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just waiting for it to catch up. Okay, it seems fine. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing some games. Right now I have Slay the Spire open for those curious on what that song is. It's the main menu music for Slay the Spire. And I'm going to be giving some radioactive takes. And the reason I call them that is because I am going to discuss a lot of different opinions that some of you may not have heard from me before that are like the most controversial I think you could be. And some of them I might even have to censor certain words that I use. And I'm doing this because I always see people say things like, oh, I'm going to give my hot take on this or that. And it's like the most normie opinion you ever heard. Like I saw on Twitter the other day, somebody was like, hot take. I think that the reason that a lot of people are so poor is because the wealthy don't pay their fair share. The 1% are hoarding all the wealth and not paying their fair share. It's like that's like the most normie, economically illiterate, uneducated take ever. And it's also super popular. Like that's not contentious. That's not controversial. It might be like dumb, but it's not contentious whatsoever with a lot of people. What I will say, and the type of stuff that I'm going to be talking about, is absolutely contentious. And people can have some questions for me. I'll open up the chat for questions. They can ask my thoughts on certain topics, and that's how we can spice this up a little bit. Oh, shoot. Hold on. My chat reader is in waiting, so I'm going to add him real quick. What's up, bro?
What's up, chatters? Oh, shit.
Chat reader.
I'm hearing myself.
Uh-oh.
On StreamYard.
Shoot.
That's interesting.
Okay. Here's what I can do. Thank God I got caught early.
Yeah.
Okay. I stopped the share. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put.
Oh shit! Hold up. I think
up?
I think it's because I'm also active on Team Talk. Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that
so you can you can present again.
Okay, I'm about to present.
I didn't realize. Hold up.
Share screen. We're gonna do an entire screen share system audio.
That would have made sense.
That might W again. Hold on.
Is
that W?
Oh yeah. It does.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. So then instead what I'm going to do, it's me. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing my system audio. And that's like...
Wait.
That's killing the... it's not killing anything. What it's doing is it's... since you're broadcasting on my system audio, technically, it is duplicating it. What I can do is I can put the
That's unusual.
I can make it so that it only hears the window audio of the game or something like that.
I was about to suggest that.
Okay, I'm about to do that.
Or actually, wait, try sharing system audio again. I moved myself to. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no, because that's still doubled, even though I had
it's
Team
still
Talk voice
doubled,
activation
even though,
disabled.
yeah.
That's right.
Window.
That's weird. I've never seen it do that for you before. That's unusual.
Okay. Now I'm sharing.
There it goes. Oh shit.
There shouldn't be any speech.
There is still speech and there is still me being doubled.
You're still being doubled?
Yep.
Ah, gotcha. I'll stop that then real quick. I'll check the chat. Damn chaotic says.
He says,
Yo, what's good? Trying to
That's
figure
weird.
this
I've never
out
seen
real
him.
quick.
I had never seen it do that for him.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's done this before, and the good news is we caught this before we actually did anything. Because otherwise it would have been throughout the entire live stream.
Yeah, but the weirdest thing is why I'm able to hear myself on your presentation. That shouldn't happen.
So I'm sharing now only the game with no audio. So you should not hear any doubling of you. If worst comes to worst,
I don't.
What we can do is I can bring my computer onto Team Talk, and then you can be on Team Talk, and that's how I share stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it won't duplicate.
It won't
StreamYard.
duplicate. Yeah.
So
and I'm already on Team Talk on a main instance. So
okay.
We could do that.
That's what I'm gonna do.
At any moment.
All right. That's what I'm gonna do. Pull up on Team Talk.
There you go.
Should be able to hear me
on
Team Talk.
I hear you. I think on Sway. Hold up.
Okay, now you're gonna be doubling.
Okay.
Because.
Yeah, now I hear you on both.
Okay. Perfect. So anybody who wants to join, unfortunately for you, you're going to need to have access to the Team Talk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still connected to StreamYard, so I suppose, but...
Yep. You're going to have to mute on one end or leave one end.
But sharing
and actually preferably the StreamYard end, because otherwise it's going to double and it's going to be a mess. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. Likely.
Okay. Now that all that's figured out, apologize for that, guys. Tried to. Well, at least for next time, we'll know that we can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm about to start sharing, so you might want to mute on. Okay, cool. So you're about to be audible on the stream, but you won't be able to hear yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let me just make sure that you're audible on the stream. I have my phone on the other end. Alright, speak real quick.
What's up? This is a test.
Alright, you're good.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so what this game is...
I still have the chat pulled up. Let's see. Damn Chaotic says, what's this game? I think it's Slay the Spire. I've never played it, but I suppose he's going to play it on the stream.
Yeah, I'm going to play it on the stream. So what this game is, it's a dungeon crawler game and a deck builder. So the way that it works is that you go through dungeons and you climb the floors, and on each one there's going to be a lot of different rooms. There's going to be combats, primarily shops and things like that. And so what you're doing is you're fighting through. You want to get to the end of the dungeon, climb all the way out. And to do that, you're going to have to fight through all the monsters that are there. And you do that with a deck of cards that you are building in real time as you beat fights. So every time you beat a fight, you loot a card, and you get a pool of like 3. You can choose one to add, and you build your deck that way. So it's distinct from a card game like Hearthstone, where what that game is your deck is pre-built and you queue into people and you fight them that way. This is you're climbing out of a dungeon, you're fighting in real time, and your deck is being built in real time. So anyway, I'll just go ahead and start it.
Well, I think you can build things. You can still build your own decks in Hearthstone, can you?
Yeah, but it's not. There's no element of like real-time deck building. It's pre-built. Before you go into the match, the deck is made, and you fight with it in the rank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not how Slay works. Okay. So I can either upgrade a card, take 2 random potions, use HP. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the
Yeah, it's weird because now that I'm on Team Talk, I can't actually.
You can't actually hear what the game is. Yeah, that's the trade-off. Okay.
Probably just unmute the YouTube.
So since this game is turn-based, I do not have to worry about like timers running out or anything like that. So as I'm doing fights and things like that, I can speak. So I have here. What I have is a fight that I'm in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that free. Oh, and I won. I beat the stupid enemies.
I can't actually unmute this because of the latency of the stream is actually confusing me. What you're saying right now.
Okay, what's up, guys? Alright. So we're gonna get to some topics after I beat this slime. Bye! What is the boss I'm gonna have to fight here? Slime boss? Okay.
I wonder if your presentation would break if you switched the device to your back.
It probably would.
It probably would.
Okay, so what are some contentious topics I can talk about? Oh, I have a ton of stuff. So I guess I can start with something that's very relevant actually right now. It's in the news today, which is that the Supreme Court is hearing arguments in favor of ending the birthright citizenship tradition, which actually isn't really a tradition at all. It's a pretty recent phenomenon. That's not really how that's worked for a while, but birthright citizenship, for those who aren't aware, I'm pretty sure that's a self-explanatory concept, but what it is, it's basically just if you are born here, regardless of the circumstances, you are a citizen. That's how it works. And so you can notice the problems that come along with that. Anybody can basically sneak in and have what's called an anchor baby. That's literally what they call them. And the reason they call them that is because their child has citizenship, and it makes it very difficult for if somebody who's snuck in illegally, if they ever get caught, it makes it very difficult for them to get deported. Right? So you see the types of problems that it causes. And I can't believe, personally, that we had been running off that system for such a long time. Like, it would seem to me to be a complete no-brainer that it would lead to the kinds of outcomes that we've seen. Like, you'd think that'd be the case, but no. We have to actually have an argument over why we should end it, which is, in my opinion, completely ludicrous. Okay, this guy's not gonna attack me.
Gunhunter says, yo.
Who said? Oh, that's Blind Gamer. If you want to join the team, we are fucking team. The stream. We are on Team Talk.
Fucking team.
That's where we are. Alright. There you are. What's up, man?
What is good? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's
Loud
up?
and clear, bro.
What's up?
Talking about the birthright citizenship case right now.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. I was gonna join the stream here, and you know what name I was logical substrate.
That's crazy.
Logical substrate.
I'm currently killing him.
Should we explain the
And he's
historical
dead. He
literary
is
context?
dead.
No, I think the people that know, and the people that what class are you running?
I'm running Ironclad.
You got your builds up or not?
Hell no. I have fireproofing for the slime boss. That's what I have.
Okay, that's gonna win you.
Okay, upgrade 2 random cards to 16 HP.
That's so bad. What's your HP at?
79.
Okay, you're gonna be.
Wait, what did it upgrade, chat? Hold on, chat. Bash and strike! Bash and freaking... Dude, I'm pissed. I'm so mad. I'm actually so mad. But for those who don't know this game, these are like default cards that you get that you want to get rid of, that you want to trash.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Okay?
yeah.
And I have... Oh my gosh. And I lost 16 HP for that.
Dude, you could have at least got a high roll that just fan or something, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna be transforming... We're gonna transform one of these stupid strikes. Wait, actually, I can transform the strike plus. Right? Yes, I can.
Hold on, let me pull up the chat.
I got blood for blood instead. Let's go.
That's very good.
Let's
for
go.
Very good.
It's not good yet, though.
Yeah, but still,
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pause what I'm doing. So yeah, I was talking about the birthright citizenship thing. I can't believe how long we've been doing that. Like, it's crazy. I think if you just think about it for like 5 seconds, you can understand the problems with the concept. And now we have to have like a whole argument over it. And I also, by the way, this is going to be difficult for some of you people to hear, but I don't think the position that is arguing against it is actually going to win the ruling. Not because their arguments are bad, but because it's super contentious. And I just don't think that overturning it is like, I'm not going to say it's not feasible, but I don't think they're going to want to try. And because of that, I don't think they're going to win that case. Hopefully I'm wrong, though. But I don't think so. Oh, shoot. I'm fighting an elite.
25
I just...
If I do my own run as slave,
You know what's terrible? I just played blood for full. so cooked.
Imagine if you have a heart card that's like 4 or like, let's say 6, but you can discard, but you can make it cost very easily. And you have to play for 6.
I'm taking heavy hits right now.
That's terrible.
Yes.
I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
0 incoming damage. If I have 0 incoming damage, why did I get all block cards?
Damn,
Oh
what did
my
you-
gosh.
you two become a
Oh
game
my
now.
gosh.
There's a
Chat.
button in the chat that says 0 XP. What the hell?
I know, they did like
Yeah,
the
I think it does 25 XP.
18 incoming damage, and that's when I get no block card. Dude, I hate this.
When the hell did YouTube become an RPG? That's interesting. I have 0 XP chat in level 1.
Okay, he died, but at the cost of the majority of my health points.
Where you at?
18. Oh, let's go. Rest. Rest site. Rest site. I would take an upgrade, but like...
Some of these cards are so bad. Some of these cards are so bad.
I don't have the ability to rest? Hold on, chatters. Hold on.
Did you get the coffee dripper relic?
Yeah, I got it because I did the lose your starting relic, obtain a random boss, and that's what I got.
Yeah, you get more energy, but you can't rest anymore.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have one of the worst runs I ever had on live stream right now. This is what's going to happen. Okay? Oh my gosh. I don't even think I'm gonna make it to the boss, is how bad this is.
Yeah, that's really bad. But that's a game anyway. Unless you're like super like
Which I'm not.
at that point, you suck and you don't take damage at all.
The only hope I have here, chatters, is... Whoa! He is mad. It's the Gremlin Knob guy. He's gonna do 14 incoming damage. Okay. I just did a Blessing of Forge potion. I'm gonna take 14 damage. Face. Oh! Okay, I absorbed a lot of the Oh, I killed him!
But you're at 4. You literally died.
I'm at 5. I am at 5. I'm about to be at 11. But still, that's not good.
What'd you say,
I just want to see how this goes.
How are you gonna get 11 health? You don't have blood burning relic.
Oh, you're right. You're right, I'm at 5. You're right.
Yeah, damn right I'm right. Come on
12 incoming damage.
Get blocked. Get blocked. Get blocked.
I have 2 block
Pull
cards.
it up. Put it. Defend and
You
defend.
have 2 blocks.
Get 10 blocks. Absorb that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 though. I'm gonna take 2 damage. Oh!
You're at 3. Oh, no.
I'm on Discord.
You're hanging on by the skin of your teeth. Shred is dead.
I am so dead. 3 out of 80. 7 for death. Oh, I died.
Oh,
I died. I died. I'm never doing that again. I am never taking the stupid boss relic thing again. Oh my
No,
gosh,
the boss
that
relic
was
thing can
horrible.
be good. The boss relic thing
It actually can be
good.
really good, but that was a horrible roll that I had.
Yeah, it was truthfully bad.
Alright, since I'm at the main menu, what else can I throw out for the people? Ooh, I have a really nuclear one that I could put out that requires me to censor myself a little bit.
Are you gonna put it on now? Or are you gonna save it?
No, I'm gonna do
What you
it.
got?
But hold on. Do you guys know my stance on the morality of a certain kind of denial?
Certain kind of denial?
About a certain event that took place in the 1940s?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm
I
talking
know the
about?
event,
Yeah.
I just don't know your view.
You don't know but you know that I have a stance on that, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'm certain you do. I just don't know what it is.
Okay. So my
I
stance
actually
on
don't know
that
what it is either.
is that it is not immoral to do.
Oh, that it's not immoral?
Yeah,
To deny that event.
Yep. To deny the historicity of that event. For those of you who aren't tracking, I'm talking about denial. I had to censor myself
Oh, I see.
on YouTube because that word could get me
I
cooked.
love that button there. Huh.
That word
Yeah.
on YouTube
YouTube
could get me
channel's already on
freaking
thin ice according to
destroyed.
YouTube.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
even just using
Imagine.
that word could get me farmed, so I made it very difficult to.
I remember Trent made up a whole thing on that, but I don't know if you.
Damn, what the hell's up with this chat, you guys? It's dead as hell.
Yeah, the chat is dead. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on,
We can do
guys.
better than this.
You can't let
What
me
happened,
just,
bro? We
You
need
can't
more
let me
engagement.
just. You can't let me
Dude, I'm
drop
literally,
a bomb
I'm sitting here
like that.
gaming too. I'm not sharing anything, but I'm sitting here gaming. So I'm just
can't-
I'm not even doing my job. I'm just sitting here on the stream gaming as well.
Hold on, I'm
You
about to-
can't let me drop a bomb like that on YouTube
Hold on,
and
bro.
like not engage on talking about. Okay, what are you doing? Come on, now.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. Talk
Wake
about,
up, chatters.
Talk about that denialism, and I don't even get. Wait, hold on.
Have you guys ever heard of this game called Buckshot Roulette?
Actually, I think I have.
It's based. If we get time this stream, I'm gonna try to present it. I'm doing a run of it right now.
Wait, what are you doing? What game are you playing?
Buckshot.
It's called Buckshot Roulette. It's basically, I don't know if YouTube will cook us for, well, no, because plenty of famous YouTubers have played it. It's like kind of like Russian roulette, but with a shotgun, basically.
I'm about to play Slave.
Wait, so this is like a
There's,
a visual heavy game then? Like there's visual
It's
to this
yeah,
game?
it's a video game,
That's
but
so
there
cool.
is like
Where'd
an
you get it
accessibility
from?
mod that's like decent, I suppose. Steam.
Is it
The
free?
mod came from GitHub. No, it's about $1. No, $2.
Doc, I can
Oh
drop
my
a
God.
dollar
Still
for
pretty
that
nice.
easy.
And the mod lets the mod lets you complete the game pretty nicely. But the problem, I think the problem just runs in like multiplayer, because apparently it has a multiplayer mode, but I don't know how well the mod works. It's kind of weird, but well, it works. The mod works.
Yeah,
Brandon, I got the exact
Well enough to allow you
opposite
to
thing as
navigate.
you. I got this thing where I gain energy, but I can't smith at size anymore.
I actually wish I had that
That's what I'm
instead.
doing right now.
I actually wish I started with that. With the duck.
Yeah, that would be.
Only
that
thing
was
is it
really
uses
cool.
Sapia and it's fucking loud.
The game is louder and Sappy is loud.
Like the speech is quiet compared to the game. That's the only problem.
Alright, I'm about to take one.
And I haven't found a way to fix that.
Wait, who holds to the view that it's immoral?
A lot of people, actually, a lot
I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
like probably the majority of people. Let's start a new run real quick. Chat.
I don't agree that.
Enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 HP tail. So yes, a lot of people take the position that that kind of denialism is immoral. I don't really know why, because there's nothing that really would make it that way. Like,
I don't understand.
look, I was gonna give an analogy, but I think it might be just as contentious. What I was gonna say is, like, do you think it's immoral to deny the trauma of people? So, like, if somebody says, I'm traumatized because this particular event happened to me, and I say, I don't think that happened to you, is that immoral of me to do?
No.
I don't think so. Because again, like, I don't see anything that would make it immoral in the act itself of denying it.
Morality.
Like, you can say you are factually incorrect, you're historically incorrect, in the case of that particular event.
You could just say you're downright stupid.
Yeah.
But
immoral is the thing.
are you like
right?
committing like an act of like sin? No.
I don't think so, no. And the reason I say that, now, granted, I think that where morality does play into it is, like, I think you need to be careful with doing that. I think you need to have a good reason for why you believe, or at least a good reason in your own mind. I'll qualify that because intention does factor into the equation here. And so if in your own mind you've come up with a reason why it's convincing to you that the particular thing did not occur, then I don't think you're doing anything wrong, and I would like to hear an argument to the contrary.
Let me get flex. Anger or flex strategy?
I would get flex. Personally.
I just got cooked.
Come on, Cheddar, we're about to fight a monster.
Wait, Bruno, what did you say? Did you say anger or did you say flex?
Flex.
Oh my god.
Sword boomerang, gonna get sword boomerang. Let's go into combat, boys. This is like ridiculously easy because I have the 1 HP relic. I guess I might as well get perfect. Yeah, but I don't see an
I'm asking
argument.
you a question. This is your channel.
What's up?
If I sing the MK song, will you get demonetized?
Well, that assumes that we are monetized in the first place, which we're not.
Will that get your video taken down?
Probably not.
I just killed him. That's just Oh yes. Slime me.
Sorry?
Rupture.
Okay, I'm fighting another monster. I just swept the first 3 enemies.
Me alone.
I'm fighting a louse. I'm fighting a louse. Oh. Get out of here. Okay, I'm winning. Ow. 12 incoming damage. Ow. Nineteen. Okay, I won.
He's got an achievement.
Probably getting flamed here. Okay. So, this one is my combat. So, any of you guys who take the opposite views, especially on that, I really want to know what it is about the act itself that makes it immoral. And I also want to know if you're going to be consistent on that point. Because, as you know, that event is not the only mass murder style event that has ever happened in history, as everyone knows. Okay? It's not even close to the only one. So, if you're consistent, you would say that denying them all is immoral. Now, I'd still disagree. I don't think denying any of them is. But
And yet, some of you deny them. Some of you deny the particular.
yeah, some of you don't have any problem, especially those of you who are going to take issue with the denial of that 1940s mass murder event. Some of you have no problem denying the situation in Gaza at all. Like, you literally, with the same straight face, you will say, denial of that one is immoral, but if we deny the genocide in Gaza, oh, no, we can do that all day. There's no evidence of that. Now, if you want to say there's a distinction there because one has more evidence than the other, okay, but that doesn't really defeat my point, though, right? Because my point is that if
I just lost my connection.
You're good.
There we go.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there, but
so I was saying, my point is that if you think it is immoral to deny an event like that, then you need to be consistent about the situation over there. That's what I think, and I also think that if we were going to grant the premise that denial of those kinds of events is immoral, then I would say that denying one that's currently taking place is worse, no? Because it's actively ongoing.
This is so bad.
the hell? Alright, let's see.
We're going to a fight. I'm about to get mugged. Ow.
Yeah.
I'm at 19 HP. He's dead. Rest. Alright, boys. good.
Oh, shit. Rest.
I'm gonna throw a bash into the fire. Come on, boys. We're fighting. Ow. Eighteen incoming. Ow. Ow. Die. Boys, it might be over for us. It might be over for us.
See the strategy.
999. Oh! Right now, what's happening to me is that I'm getting a whole bunch of dazes in my hand, and it's stopping me from being able to attack or block, for that matter. Finally! 5 HP! Oh my god. I just died.
That's lethal.
Elite combat. Guys, I just got smoked. I literally just got smoked.
Normal enemy combats are no longer in.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this out on my Twitter account.
Bag of preparation, give me
Get
that.
some traction.
I have nothing to pocket. I'm so mad. Ooh.
Alright, I've just made the post.
Flex, Iron Wave, Twin Strike.
BTP, if you want to showcase the game, what you would have to do is
I'd probably have to join StreamYard,
You'd have to join StreamYard, and then I'd have to mute myself on StreamYard, and then you'd have to mute yourself on Team Talk, and that's how it would work.
I see. Okay.
Oh, is that how you're doing this?
Hold
So
on.
you're talking on the StreamYard.
Yeah, he's talking to us on Team Talk and then presenting on the StreamYard. We would have all been on StreamYard earlier, but then I caught an
problem
issue
is-
where he was where I was doubling.
If that would have happened, everybody would have doubled.
Yeah, and that's not really ideal. Kind of finishing a run here, and then if we have time, I'll press it. Oh shit! 4 and 4 live, 4 blank. Let's strategize here.
Private chats because I had put the link out in the description.
What about the StreamYard link? In the description?
I had put it out in the description, and so I was making sure that there weren't any private chats. That
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god, I'm about to fight the boss.
okay. So
What the heck? I have Twin Strike. Twin Strike does 10 damage. Oh my
Each?
god, no, I'm gonna leave.
each strike does 10 damage for 20 strike. That's actually pretty good. Could be better.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. And I'm not
That
gonna make it to the hall.
Oh shit.
I'm literally breezing through enemies right now. Breathing at it to death.
21.
Boys. Oh, I just had to pick up clothesline for my cards, bro. I hate clotheslines. Ugh. Okay. So.
Oh, that's awesome. We're not gonna forget everything. Yeah.
What the hell?
So what I want to know is if anybody at all has a rebuttal to the idea that there's no inherent immorality with denying that. Because I don't think anyone does.
We're
Because
dead.
it's a pretty silly position.
Monster
Not
One
gonna lie.
Monster One
Like if you hold that, it's probably because you're very emotional. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say it's probably because you're very emotional. Can't handle certain subjects being put into question, and none of that is to say that I am personally a denier of that event, but I'm not. But I think that if you freak out over people doing that, that's pretty silly. It's pretty emotional. No reason to do that at all. Alright, we're gonna pick up. I'm making the damage
We might actually
We're gonna get fire breathing plus because the slime oxygen is coming up. Ducking around. Let's go, just heal.
look at that. 3 strength on and I'm not.
Come on, boys. Ow.
Flex.
That incoming damage. Incoming 6 ow, ow, Let's go. I'm getting really bad cards that I hate. End your turn without block, gain 6 block. That's actually really useful. At the start of the third turn, gain 18 block.
I have 15 blocks, and I'm only taking 6?
I'm killing all my opposition party.
Oh
Ow.
my god. Vernon, Pain with Rupture is so busted.
Yeah.
Double tap, emulator corruption. I think I don't have enough corruption. So I think I need to go with double tap.
Go. Let's go. Victory for your boy. I can have corruption.
Yo, Vernon. Come on, this chat is freaking dead. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I was the last person that chatted. Me.
Crazy.
I'm doing this
It was
weird
me
game.
that
I don't know
did
if
it.
you ever encountered this in Slay, but there's this weird interaction where you can do like a card matching game with the stupid gremlin. It's so weird.
Yeah, I've encountered that. I've encountered it twice. I don't like it. I'm not really that much for it.
I can't match it.
There are if I give you an A, you couldn't hatch it.
Damn.
Is that even mean?
What does it even mean?
What does that even mean?
I
Tell me what that means right now.
No, I don't know. I don't know what it means. I'm sorry. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Alright, boys, I'm in elite combat. Come on, die. Whoa. Fire breathing plus? Yes, I need to play that right
Yeah, look, I don't understand the people that say it's, well, maybe because we view immorality, because the thing is, when, look, Fern, I don't know if you agree with me, you and I, when someone says immorality to us, something completely different is being invoked when a person, when like a layman or like a person, like an average person being says it's wrong. Something completely different is being invoked there. When we hear that something is immoral, what we mean is not the same as what they mean. So like, if you're gonna say something is immoral, you need to give an argument for that. But for them, it's like a very loose term. Like you could say like something is wrong, and you could just say it just because you feel that it's not something that should be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's exactly what a lot of people do, especially on this issue because of how like contentious it is. And especially like how much is involved in that. A lot of people would just say it's immoral to deny it, but like by that same token, right? If we took that logic at a micro level, that would mean that you deny the traumatic events that someone claims to have experienced is immoral. There's something wrong with doing that, and I don't really agree with that at all. I don't think there's anything in the act itself, provided that you internally believe that you have good reason to do so. Because it doesn't really matter whether you're correct or not, factually speaking, when it comes to evaluating...
Not for this debate. No, it's not.
No, not for the question of if it's immoral, and not according to the way that we analyze morality. We don't make everything rest on intention, obviously, but intention is a big part. One's internal like state and their own sort of mindset on things does play a role. And so what we would say is, if you believe that you have a good reason to deny it, regardless of if it's objectively true or not, you aren't actually doing anything wrong. That's what we would say about that.
I think you get what I'm saying, because I'm not disagreeing with you. I actually agree. And I'm actually saying that the reason why people assign that label to it, and the reason why we treat it the way we do, is just because what that label picks out in our philosophy. What that label picks out is something that is not just what their label. Their label picks out is like, oh, I don't like it. I think that it's messed up. I think it's something special. When someone tells you it's immoral, they're invoking something far greater than just, I don't like it.
Yep. And that's why,
I don't know if you say the same, but in our view, when you say something is immoral,
you're essentially saying that something is like sinful.
Right, yeah, that's what you're saying. Basically. And that needs evidence.
That isn't just, it makes me feel bad, by the way.
Yeah, that's not evidence.
That's not anywhere close to enough. Now, granted, there are some times where, like, you shouldn't go out of your way to deliberately offend somebody. However, a lot of those times, when people are offended, and it's because you say something truthful, it's because they are, for lack of a better term, just crybabies. As long as you say it, like, charitably, there's nothing wrong on your end, it's just them freaking out over nothing.
I need your help on deciding a relic, though. So there's a relic that says doubles the effectiveness of potions. There's a relic that says start with more energy, but enemies start with 1 extra strength. I don't really think I want that.
I don't think
it's like at least drop an additional relic. I'm probably gonna go with the potions one. I already have 4 energy, and also I have blood potion. So if I do blood potion,
you get 40% of your health instead of
yeah,
which is good. You want that.
So there's a guy in the chat called Logical Substrates who says, "How dare you say that? I can't believe you."
You can't believe. Well, I know it's not true, but you can't believe that that I would say that kind of denial is immoral. You can't believe that I would say that, or that it's not immoral. Rather, you can't believe I would say that.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
It's these birds. I hate you. It's crazy.
Dude, the same type of people who get offended at me is like the same people, same Zionists who actively deny what's going on over there in Gaza. They like deny it. They say no, there's no genocide going on. That's not real.
Wait, it's an MLA plus? Oh no.
Oh,
They actually didn't like straight up deny the events happening. Like
they deny that Israel is committing a genocide.
That any
against
conflict
Gaza.
is even happening there.
No, they don't deny that there's a conflict. They deny that the war led to a genocide that is still continuing. Do you guys know that they have recently approved a law
What the hell?
that allows them to apply the death penalty to like anybody that they convict in the military courts? So don't be surprised. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No?
You didn't know that. They put in a law
Who passed that?
in Israel.
Who's
Their
they?
Congress.
What?
The equivalent
Oh,
of their
for real?
Congress passed a law that says that if I could get some of the like finer points wrong, but essentially it's if somebody's convicted in the military court, which a lot of the prisoners, a lot of the Palestinian prisoners are getting put through military courts, the death penalty can be applied to them.
That's wild.
So don't be surprised when they start applying and apparently those courts have like a 99 or something percent conviction rate. So what they're doing is they're funneling all of their prisoners, all of their Palestinian prisoners that they have, the ones that don't get like brutally tortured and beaten and sometimes assaulted sexually, they're funneling them into a court that is almost certainly going to find them guilty and then put them to death. That's what they're doing over there. And people are still saying, no, there's no genocide going on.
Fernan, I completely agree with you. Obviously, you know I do. I've been on the anti position with them since the freaking very start. But can I just say that my anger is doing 15 damage?
That's crazy.
15 damage. 15 damage. My strike is from 60.
Hold on. Boys, I'm fighting the slime boss. Whoa, he's gonna try to hit me with 35 attack. Oh, that barely did anything to me because I tanked up. Loser. I have corruption in my deck right here. Whoa! Calm down. He's gonna split in me. Yeah, he is. This might be the end of your boy, Chatter. Oh! Oh wow, my explosive potion actually really helps. I just did 10 damage to everything. Regen potion. We're gonna do another fire breathing. It's gonna be bad. And I won. Demon form. Fire. You want demon. You can now play more than 6 cards per turn. Remove 2 cards from your deck upon pickup. Okay, I'll get MPK and I'll get 2 strikes. Alright boys, so I actually made it past the first boss, which is not what I can say about my first 2 runs that I did. Jeez, dude, that was horrific, the fact that even happened. Okay.
I'll get seeing red. More energy. Ooh, I'm just going. I have 163 gold. Should I merchant or should I? I think merchant. Right?
Merchant.
Give me merchant. Maybe still like a waffle or something.
What else can I drop on you guys? How about the case for why universal suffrage, which is the idea that everybody gets a vote if they're of age, is stupid, and we shouldn't be doing that. I don't even know why we do it.
Wait, what are you defining as universal suffrage?
Universal suffrage is the idea that every person, once they reach the legal voting age, has a vote that is equally as valuable and holds just as much weight as everyone else's. Basically, the idea that every one of us should be able to vote in an election. Every person. Barring, like, children and minors. Now, I don't know why anybody thinks this is a good idea. Like, at all. Like, I really... Like, this is one of those things that I don't even know how controversial and contentious it is to dispute this, because a lot of people seem to just intuitively understand that it's so stupid. What the heck is that? I don't even know what these enemies are. I've never seen them before. Never mind, I've seen them. 18 block. Oh, you take You ever seen that guy that, like, tanks? His name is, like, what is his name? Spheric Guardian? What he does is he just, like, tanks his block way up. So he has, like, 20 health, but, like, 40 block or something. Have you ever seen that guy? He's enormous. Ooh, a merchant. Infernal Blade, Fire Breathing. I guess I can do Infernal Blade. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. Never mind, I can't. I just spent all my money. I only have 3 gold left.
Oh, this book is stabbing me.
Shell Parasite? Is that what we're doing right now? He's getting cooked. He's getting cooked. Come on. 21 block. Very difficult for me to get through. Finally! Bloodletting Plus? I have no defense and no strength up. And I'm about to take 21 damage through the face. I just lost all of my thumbs. Literally all of them. Come on! Hey, we're on stream, by the way. Before you go saying crazy stuff.
Well, I saw it in the Discord chat, so I was aware that that was a possibility.
I didn't know what you seen.
So what are we streaming?
So what I'm doing is I'm playing games on stream, and I'm giving what I call radioactive nuclear takes, because I'm saying like real contentious stuff, not like the normie stuff that you'll find. People think like, dude, let me tell you about something that people think is like an unpopular position. People think it's an unpopular position to say that like the top 1% are hoarding the wealth and so they need to get taxed more. They think that's like so brave of them to say that. They think like that's not the most normie position of all time.
People who disagree with that take will not actually contend with people who hold that view because they view them as stupid as hell.
Yeah. But it's a very normie opinion. Like,
it is.
I died.
Tons of people hold to that.
They also kind of don't realize that like a lot of these people's wealth is in their businesses, so we just gonna like tax their businesses heavily too, just because.
Completely like economically
I
illiterate
died.
individuals who do not know how anything works at all. Okay.
Also, like, do we want to like make sure inheritance though? Like, if I'm really well off, I think I want my children to inherit my I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea they should be taxed even if they're not making an active income. When they already pay way more in sales tax by the fact that they have money to spend.
Yep.
Yes. They think that there's a lot of people who think they should be wealth tax.
Like a lot
If you
of
actually
people.
were, it's one of those things. It's like universal suffrage. It's like if you were to ask certain questions about those two topics, people, even though they might say they hold to that position, they would realize how stupid the position is pretty quickly for most people. Now, granted, there are people
I don't think universal suffrage has very many defenders, like at all.
not real defenders, because most people will hold to it. But if you were to ask things like, do you think an 18-year-old kid coming out of high school should be able to cancel out the vote of a business owner, they would most likely say no. So they don't really believe it.
Oh, I just died. I don't think most people actually believe in universal suffrage because we all intuitively recognize that not everybody's political opinion holds the same weight. And so what follows from that is the idea that, well, then if not everybody's political opinion holds the same weight, then why does the system treat it like it does and give everybody the vote? Doesn't make any sense. And it makes it a lot easier for something like a cult of personality to be formed around a candidate because all they have to do is just say the right things, and if the most amount of people collectivize and be like, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to vote for this person, and then boom. Now they're in and they get to do whatever they want. It's like the same thing with like democracy as a system. Now we're going to get like real contentious here. I am not, maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, but I'm not a democracy fan at all. At all. And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to show everybody who thinks they are a democracy fan that they're not. With one very, very simple question. Do you people know what democracy entails? It entails universal suffrage. Why? Because if it's a government that's supposed to be ran by the people, for the people, or whatever, like fantasy nonsense the Democratic advocates freaking put forward, then you can't really say that you have the entire voice of the people unless you give voting to everyone. We've already established that voting for everyone should not be on the agenda. That just shouldn't be a thing. So if you agree that not everybody deserves to be able to vote, then you don't believe in democracy anymore. Congratulations. It's that easy. It's that easy. So
what other positions have you run over today?
I said denial is not immoral. I have to do it. I have to censor myself. I have to do it. I can't. I have to. I'm cooked if I don't, bro.
Dude, I was up on the this one server the other day, and we were talking super freely about Discord.
Oh my gosh.
So I just died, but I absolutely smoked the Book of Stabbing.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what that means.
I just died.
It's essentially like a mid-floor boss.
But anyway, yeah, so I said that kind of denialism is not immoral. I said universal suffrage is like the dumbest thing. That I don't even know why we do it.
So are we?
I said birthright citizenship is stupid. I said, is that all I said?
That is all you said.
And now I just said that democracy is a bad.
You're dropping the ball.
Huh?
You're dropping the ball here, dude. How long have you been streaming for?
Like an hour.
Probably a good hour by now.
An hour, and you've only covered like 4 topics?
Pretty much.
Well, you got to remember that he's also playing a game.
Also playing games, though.
We've also talked about the
Not
the courts. The courts of Israel and how they can pass a law where they can
So this is what they're doing. What they're doing is they're putting in a new law that says that you can apply the death penalty basically as freely as you want to those convicted in military courts. And they have a ton of Palestinian prisoners. And so what they're doing is they're sending them to the military courts. And now you can say, all right, you're all going to get put to death. Because those courts have like a 97 to 99 conviction rate or something like that. So
That's cool and all.
So yeah, this was I brought this up because I said that the same people who will say that you're immoral for denying that particular event in the 40s will also deny that policies like those constitute a genocide. The same people will do that.
Listen,
Now, I said you need to be
gotta give-
consistent.
Hold on. You gotta give grace to these people. You don't understand. They don't take the time to self-reflect on their own positions and what they actually entail and logical points of the positions that they claim to hold to, or even how many positions they actually truly agree with. You gotta give them a bit of grace.
Look,
It's like walking into a whole bunch of walking into a preschool room and asking them if they truly believe 2 + 2 = 4.
you're gonna be like, well, that's what they told me.
Exactly.
Dude, I cannot with people who are always like, oh, well, I believe that because that's what people told me. When it comes to like very important, serious matters, not like the average everyday thing, where that sometimes has to happen. I'm talking about like serious matters about politics, about religion, about all kinds of stuff like that. People are always like, well, that's what they told me. Come on, man.
Someone had the nerve to say something about like how stupid religion is in front of me, and they were like right next to me, and I was like, okay, well, let's have this conversation. So I basically broke down a very basic argument of like fine-tuning, and I'm like, at the very least, what this tells you is you can't exactly call this position stupid if you are following what I'm telling you. And regardless of if you decide that you want to care about this or explore it further, that's on your own deal, that's your own choice. Or if you want to care, that's your own deal. But I don't exactly want to hear that. I don't exactly want to hear that I'm stupid for believing that everything that is so flawlessly created that we have from a natural sense, I'm not talking obviously human ways, those things all being created in the way they were, me thinking that they were created by something that is intelligent. I'm stupid. I don't exactly want to hear that.
Yeah, I'm stupid for it. Yeah,
I'm stupid. And but guys,
see the type
remember,
of stuff
we
that
only
you
have
guys
one
believe.
universe.
Let's. You guys want to do a comparative? You guys want to do like a comparative discussion about
told these
the.
guys. I told these guys. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I had a conversation in December with 2 atheists on fine tuning. These atheists were called Future and Crusader. And I told them, I was like, I believe that you guys' view, or like any view of like it's a brute fact or it's chance, is something that is so laughable in the realm of probability. I think it's the worst, most absurd, most laughable hypothesis, most laughable explanation ever. Like, oh, let's fine-tune it instead of making dumb arguments like fine-tuning is a non-sequitur.
No way.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah,
Are we serious?
Yes.
That's what we're doing, chat.
So this guy goes. So you're telling me because of all the probabilities that means that you're positing a being who's all-knowing, all-powerful, lives forever, and all this other stuff. I'm seeing complete non sequitur. I'm like,
You also don't track very well. So,
Yeah.
that guy I know what you're talking about, he also doesn't track very well. So, I don't know if
I think both of them could improve on their tracking.
I think Crusader
yo,
tracks
Fernand.
way better. What's up, bro?
Yeah, but even he's.
He needs to start track maxing. That stat is pretty particular.
He needs to start
He does.
track, man.
He does. Because if you can't
That stat is
see,
particular.
if you can't see how like the argument leads to that after it's fleshed out, and you say it's a non sequitur, like you can say, "Oh, I don't agree with your argument," but if you say it's a non sequitur, you just aren't tracking. You just aren't tracking.
Dude, that's good. Dude, the Future should give that argument to every modern atheist. Or do they call those guys apologists, or what do they call those guys?
No, they call them skeptics.
They're just
Yeah, they
Oh,
call
okay.
they call them skeptics.
so losers.
Skeptics.
So yeah, all the
losers.
atheist loser defenders, whatever. They should be running that argument because it's better than every other answer they have.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, there are some objections that are better just because they actually engage with the material. Generally speaking, that's the best one. That's probably one of the better ones because it says I can grant you everything, but yet I still not reject it's a very strong objection, but it doesn't
It's kind of a video. Wait, are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Alright, Bimbo is cool.
What's up?
We're saying Bimbo.
No, we're allowed to say that, yeah.
Alright, cool. Yay!
Next. So this guy,
They call me
This guy
the
goes
worker
on.
kid.
this guy comes on live and other Muslims are live. It's a Muslim live. And he comes on and he goes, are y'all Christians? And we're like, no. And he's like, and then we ask him, are you a Christian? And he's like, I don't even believe in Jesus. As a matter of fact, I could say F Jesus.
Whoa!
And he thought that we were gonna be okay with that. No, we were not gonna be okay with that.
Yo!
Not gonna be.
Yo, that's crazy. They
That's
thought...
wild. Wait, so did they say that because they thought that? Because I'm assuming they had some kind of background knowledge to know that you guys were Muslims.
I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did. I don't think they did. I think they just requested. I think they saw a religious debate live, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, these guys are atheists," and he thought he could like earn cool points for saying that. No.
Yeah, so lame. I think generally trying to do stuff like that to appease people is the most lame thing a person can do. But something especially like that, to that degree. Because you look like a loser and abusive. At the same time.
Yeah, he got. No, I think so. I think someone told him something and then booed him, but I'm not gonna repeat what that person said.
Oh, no.
What the person said. Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat it. No, I'm not gonna repeat it.
Arden, are we moving topics?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes.
What
sir.
topic are we going to?
Shoot, what else cover? I have a whole bunch of stuff that I could throw out. How about my view on civil rights?
Oh no!
Oh, it's over. It's over, Shatters.
You're trying to, I don't know if you should even talk about that. I'm gonna warn you right
Listen,
now.
I talked about the denial thing. I think that's more contentious than this.
Yeah, but you didn't say it.
It's not about being contentious.
You didn't say that one though. You didn't say it.
I made it clear what it was. I just censored the one word just so that way they don't.
I don't think it's about being contentious at this point. YouTube might ban you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They don't like other concepts in a similar kind of field.
No, they
So
don't.
like,
No, they don't.
I don't know.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I said these are gonna be radioactive takes. I have to commit to it. Okay.
All right,
All right.
fine. All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Talk it.
All right. All right.
As he said once,
I'm gonna give you the context of that later, but I'm not gonna do it on stream. Because
yeah.
you're not gonna catch me doing the freaking 12 o'clock accent on stream, but I'll give you all the context later.
I can't afford basic cards.
I can't afford basic cards.
well, are you gonna get to the topic, or are you gonna talk about
The
your
timing
sucking
which
at
he
your
said
game?
that too is wild.
I can't
Like,
afford
Like okay, so we were all just in silence waiting for him to deliver his nuclear take, and then he just comes up with, "I can't afford basic cards."
Well, yeah, because I was on the merchant tab and I looked at my gold. I had 33. And I couldn't afford anything. Literally couldn't afford a thing. Anyway.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
I got you guys. I got you.
All right, hold on.
All right, here we go.
I got you. Okay, so my moderate position on civil rights is
Moderate.
No, this is the moderate version of another view that I could take, because I kind of go between these two on any given day, which is that it should be amended. The Civil Rights Act, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is. I don't think I need to go through the fundamentals of that, because we all know basically what that is. I think that it should be amended to only cover the public sector. That's what I think, at least. And the reason I believe that is because if you apply it to the private sector as it has been applied for the last, I want to say like 60 or so years, you trample and destroy the freedom of association that we're all supposed to have. Now, freedom of association, I think we all know this concept, but I think you could be forgiven for not knowing it. It's this very, very basic concept that says that I can associate with whoever I want for any reason at any time. So what happens with civil rights is that you can't do that as a private entity. It doesn't work anymore. It destroys that right of you and basically says you are not allowed to discriminate on a lot of different factors, whether they be like race, religion, sexual orientation, and things like that. Now, a lot of you might be asking, how did you get to this position? Well, it's actually very simple. If you are a theist, which I would say
Yes,
probably
sir.
the majority of the people who watch this channel, and certainly all of us on here, we believe that there is certain types of discrimination on certain grounds that we can do, and it's completely justified within our frameworks. Like, we can refuse to hire people of different faiths. Obviously, it's going to differ based on who you're speaking to, what kind of theists they are, but we believe that. We believe that we have no obligation to serve people who engage in the rainbow lifestyle, if we can call it that, and get away with it.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, all that stuff. So we believe that we have every right to discriminate on those grounds. All of us, I think every one of us on this panel here accepts that, and I think a lot of people accept that too. The problem is, you can't stop there, because the same logic that enables you to discriminate on those grounds also lets you push further. So if you want to say, oh well, I think you should only be able to discriminate for religious reasons, why? What is the justification for why that should be the stopping point? That just seems very arbitrary. And so that's going to lead, I realize this, to discrimination on the grounds that people will not be comfortable with, like race. However, once you say certain types of discrimination on certain grounds are permissible, then I think you lose the ability to say, you lose the ability to draw the line at like race and things like that, because the same logic that allows for the types of discrimination that you think are acceptable pushes further. So that's what I would say. And then on top of that, I would add, like, I think it leads to a more peaceful sort of country if we just have the freedom to discriminate based on association on whatever grounds we like. Because what's worse, the alternative is worse. The alternative is you just get people being forced into pluralistic environments that they'd really rather not be in.
So, Fernan, I'm going to give you some pushback here.
Sure.
And I'm not going to give it to you because I don't necessarily disagree with your view. I think that's generally true. But
Sure.
I want to know how you would respond to the following objection. So there is a distinction, and it is also a legally made distinction that the Supreme Court made because of a 14th Amendment case, which is mutable versus immutable characteristics.
Uh-huh.
And so what if someone was to tell you that religion and sexual orientation are mutable characteristics,
Yep.
but race and gender are immutable characteristics,
Yep.
and that is the distinction factor?
I agree with that distinction. I just don't think it's relevant at all. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I think, although it is true that like sexual orientation and religion are mutable characteristics, I don't think it makes a difference to the point that I'm making, which is that the same logic that we use to justify the discrimination that we can do extends further, regardless of what the characteristic is, regardless of its mutability. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think too that if you're making a distinction between like mutable and immutable characteristics, I think obviously I agree with that distinction. That distinction is there. But I don't know if these guys would be very consistent on this. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because there is a Supreme Court case that ruled that gender is an immutable characteristic. Now, why is it important? It is important because I don't think these guys would be comfortable with a man working on an all-women staff.
Yeah, I don't think most people are comfortable with that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I think
But
they're silently uncomfortable with it. Yeah.
what I'm saying though is that if they're gonna say that that's the distinction, and I think that, like, you know, I guess it's kind of point you can say that it's built on mutable versus immutable characteristics. In that case, then you could have things like, and I'm more talking about the civil rights defenders, like the complete 100. Because even the people that disagree with you, I don't even think they would push back to that to that degree as the absolute civil rights glazers. I think that they would not be concerned with 1% of one gender working for, like, if you're doing like women's products, like if you're doing like women's products or a service for women, like a modeling service, you want like a man on your team. And vice versa. If you're doing something for men, like a modeling service for men, do you want women on your crew? No.
Nope.
For us, especially not.
No.
Especially not, because we generally discourage the thing that, you know, like if you're doing something for men, or if you're doing like a men's, you know, service, you don't include women in that. That's just for men.
Yep.
So
And you can't do that anymore. Like, that's not allowed under the current law. Like, the mutable and immutable characteristics only matters in the framework of that law, which is not a response to me because I'm putting that law in itself into question. That's why I say it's irrelevant. Because it matters for the purposes of what the act is trying to do. It was meant to protect against discrimination for immutable characteristics. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll say that. People who want to apply it to, like the religious people who want to, you know, not bake the cakes for the lesbians or whatever.
Listen, if I'm
he won that case, by the way.
Yeah,
and the reason is,
of course,
the reason he won that case is because it is a complete misuse of the civil rights law to say that, like, it applies to that guy. It doesn't. However, I would say, why are we barring discrimination on the immutable characteristics? Now, you can say, like, discrimination on those grounds is immoral, and I would, for the most part, agree with you. Now, another contentious, highly contentious thing that I would say is that you can imagine an instance where it would actually not be immoral to discriminate on, like, a racial ground. You can come up with a scenario which is actually not even, it's not in the realm of hypothetical either. Like, it's a real thing that actually could happen, but which the current law does not allow for this. So this is the example that I've run on several people now who have pushed back on this, which is that I said, imagine a super localized area. So this is not like a big city or anything like that. This is not easy to escape. And you're running a business. And you know that a particular demographic, it doesn't really matter what the demographic is. Could be white, black, or brown. Doesn't really matter for the purposes of this.
Come on, man.
And you know that particular demographic is notorious in the area because they have a very high crime stat in that particular region. Are you unjust for saying to yourself, somebody walks in, and by the way, I'll qualify this, makes no effort to distinguish themselves from the type of people who are committing the crimes? So people always talk about, what about me as an individual? They make no effort to distinguish themselves as an individual from, you know, just being part of that demographic. And they come in, they want a job. They're looking for a job. And you see, oh, crap, this guy is from the same demographic that's causing all the problems in the area. Are you unjust for saying, maybe I don't want this guy working for me? Is that immoral for you to do?
I get you. And Fernan, what I think you're saying is that I like fried chicken. And I'll have you know that I absolutely love fried chicken, but that doesn't translate to you being able to call me the N-word, Mr. Fernan. That's not very nice of you.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
why not? Does it though?
It doesn't logically follow. It doesn't logically translate.
Well, you're right. It does not
It doesn't
logically,
logically
follow.
follow.
You're right about that, but I never did any of those things.
It also logically it also doesn't logically
Chad is
follow.
dead.
No, I completely agree. Listen, Fernan, you're on thin ice, but if you call me the N-word again, I'm gonna knock you out.
By the way, that never happened.
Vernon, don't worry, I got you back now. I got you back.
So, you said what?
The war.
I was saying, by the way, that never happened, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, that never happened.
We're all good, Chad.
See, this is the thing, right? And I've spoken to you guys a lot of times. You, sir, are how do you say it? You, sir, are an individual who belongs to a demographic. This can be in an unqualified sense. Or, so how can you take this view? Well, I can take this view because what I do is I distinguish myself from those people who are doing those things. So when a person or when a business sees me walking in, he's not going to think King Von on steroids. He's going to think of a person who is well articulate, who understands whatever it is that needs to be understood, who can speak for himself, who is well-dressed, who shows respect, who shows support. And he's not going to think so.
What the heck just happened?
At it once.
What happened to Vernon?
Did my internet just get cooked?
He just got.
Probably did.
Did you hear what I was saying?
Yes.
What happened to the stream?
Is the stream cooked?
Hold up.
Is it?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't down enough for it to affect.
No.
Let's hope so.
No, it didn't affect. It's still
Oh, no,
going.
no. We're good. We're good. That's all right.
That was okay. Good. Now,
I thought it was gonna get cooked.
so that's
Me too.
that's why I could take that's why I could take this view. That's why I could take this view without unless a person is like straight up like he doesn't care what I do. As soon as he sees my skin color, he's gonna immediately pre-assume certain things, and as much as I can do, they're not gonna get rid of presumptions. In which case, then he's committed an error because he's pre-assuming things that I've shown are not true of me as an individual. And he's pre-assuming them because of a characteristic when I contradict those pre-assumptions in everything that I do and everything that I say.
Right.
In which
And,
case,
like, by the way,
it's an error by doing
I would say that that kind of thing is immoral. Like, I don't think that's pretty contentious. I don't think it's contentious at all. But there's a difference between like what should be criminalized that's immoral and like just things that are immoral that you shouldn't do but that the law shouldn't punish because it would be worse if it did punish it, right? So I think that that kind of discrimination falls under the latter of things that are immoral, but doesn't necessarily mean the state has to get involved to stop. And actually, that leads me into my next thing. A lot of you might be surprised to hear this, but I'm actually pro drug legalization for that same reason. Because I think that states regulating it, the federal government in particular, if we're talking about the American context, regulating it, I think it produces worse outcomes than just legalizing the thing.
Yo, Fernando.
What?
Which state? Which state are you talking about? Which one? Which state?
Not that again.
I had to.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know what that is in reference to, very intellectually compromised individual.
Well, it was him who said that, didn't he? It was him who said that.
No, it was not. It was Pyroclast.
I'm just memeing based upon what he said.
Pyroclast on Elton said that.
I'm only slightly intellectually compromised. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a wee hair. Just a little hair.
A little bit of your CPU's patience and
It's alright. I'll do a system.
It's okay. You can get by.
Alright?
yeah,
I'll do a
better
system
track
reboot,
in both of them.
system update. When I get some sleep, it'll correct itself. Yeah. Thorn. Then or back. No, alright.
Vernon mentioned that, look, if I am everyone knows, obviously, let's say I'm running the and an atheist or like a Satanist walks in and says, "Hey, can I have a dog?" I'm gonna tell you right now, you can sue me all the hell you want, but what's gonna happen is you're not getting a job. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want to hire an atheist. General business and have a deal. But atheists or Satanists or like that.
What about your hot dog stand? There's some weirdos. What happens if you franchise and you don't get to edge applications anymore? No, expand it. So if you make multiple different things, you become CEO of restaurant stands, and you have managers that do their own hiring process for their local
Well, I'm gonna have good managers in charge of my locations.
Well, what if one of them just decides to meme?
No, then they can meme while being homeless. Because they're not gonna have a job.
That's
Aww.
crazy.
There's one to let someone who's a little fruity into the hot dog stand.
No, not at all.
Just a wee bit fruity, you know? Just got a little bit of flair.
Flair!
By the way,
So Zach, just, you know, no more things, no more American traits.
I did a boss fight when we were having that conversation.
What boss?
Guardian.
Oh my god. I fought his cast and then I died to
Oh, died. I thought you died to both with knives or some shit.
Oh no, I beat that.
Oh.
20 damage incoming. Ow.
And that run was going really good too. I had this book that gave me a power card in my hands. Alright, Ferdinand, here's another hot take. I want you to comment on. Yes? Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No, I'm not touching that discourse. I'm not even gonna entertain that question.
Hell no!
Is it too hot for you?
No, that's too far. That I can't talk
That
about
is
that.
way too. I'm sorry. That is
You
way
talked
too
about-
far. Hell no.
Denial. And you also
Oh shit! What happened?
Oh, he censored himself.
He censored
You
himself.
talked about denial. And you also talked about universal suffrage. And you also talked about civil rights. And you also talked
Listen,
about
listen, listen,
legalization.
listen.
All that may be
Those
true.
things may be one thing, but
But that question, I'm
pineapple
not
on
even
pizza
gonna.
is just a whole
No,
other
that's a
deal.
whole nother level. I can't talk about that.
I'm not even gonna eat that shit.
I can't talk
That's
about
too
that.
much.
I can't comment on that. I will get cooked. No matter what I say.
Yeah, but that's like the that's like the Tsar Bomba of nuclear takes. That's a little bit too much, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna post one of the
Chat, should I get some Wingstop?
Yeah?
Dude, why don't you order your boys some Wingstop?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Which wing flavor should I get?
Especially right now, I'm not going to be able to eat meat for the next 3 days after today. You realize that, right?
Oh,
I'm cooked. It's over.
barbecue. You want me to get barbecue?
This is Holy Week, so I can't eat Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. No meat.
Poor kid.
It's over.
Oh, BTP. Oh, I told BTP, didn't I, about when freaking Fernan, when I got Fernan back. Did I tell you about that?
I think so.
Is it me or is BTP lying?
That's.
It could be you.
dying.
I don't know, but also my internet has been.
Like, you're kind of lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's me.
Which flavor should I get? Two flavors.
The barbecue wings, bro. They're good.
But yeah, but I don't want all 10 to be barbecue though.
All 10? All 10 wings?
10 piece.
All
He's getting a
10
10
wings.
piece.
Dude, how are you gonna split 10 pieces with the boys? That's like
No, he's getting all of us a 10 piece. We're all getting our own 10 piece. Right, Blintick?
I put it.
Sure.
Yeah! That's right.
Are we each?
Yeah.
Get 2.5 wings split it? That's not even enough.
Nah. It is not. You are not allowed to die to get out of these wings.
Exactly.
This is not prime time for death right now. This is an urgent matter.
Not yet.
Damn it. Yeah, I know that shit's been happening to me all month.
All month.
Sure, yeah, I'll get your own 10 wings. Yeah, but I'm saying which flavor should I get for myself?
Yeah, boy.
Is mango too spicy for you? Can you not do mango? Or is it like a
I
struggle?
can do mango. It's like I'll struggle, but I can do mango.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a struggle for me.
Wait, don't you remember? Don't you remember one time I actually did it in front of you?
Yeah, you ate
The mango?
Oh, the mango's
I
fire.
did it on call.
I always get mango. Always.
Oh, it was great.
Tick, are we getting our own 10
What's up,
pieces,
dude?
or are we gonna have to split 10 pieces amongst 4 people? That means we get 2.5 wings each,
The
Blintick.
math ain't mathing.
2.5 wings each.
Blintick.
That's terrible.
Yeah, Blintick. The
Nah,
math.
we'll do a 40-piece wing.
by the way.
Okay, so what I would get for my order is mango and garlic parm probably, and 5
Oh, that's
pieces of
fire.
each. Yeah.
Hold on. One thing I need to ask you.
Uh-huh.
So, did you end up taking Did you end up taking the?
What the fuck? What keeps happening?
Hold on. Let me try and rephrase it so I don't have to deal with them. Did you end up taking it in the arm?
What the hell?
I don't. Did you end up getting poked?
Oh.
Oh,
Sometime between 2020 and 2.
And like 2023, yeah. Did you get that?
Oh.
Mandated by the
yeah,
state.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Did you do that? Because
I think I did, but I don't know if it was like because we got it mandated by the state or because we just went and got that shit done. But yes, I did get my arm poked.
Oh, my mother did not trust it.
Neither did mine.
Neither did mine.
Neither did my brother who worked at a hospital.
Neither did mine, so we didn't go for the third round, but we did get the first 2 rounds, unfortunately.
They were a little bit.
I mean, I just thank God that nothing happened to me, but I mean,
I
I certainly wouldn't go and do it again.
This guy's having.
I'm not trying to play Russian roulette with my own life because I have heard of people who have died.
Hey,
Died from they,
Yeah,
they
I
were
wouldn't do it again.
affected by. There's a lot of data coming out to
Hey.
suggest.
Yeah,
that it
no,
wasn't as
Hey,
effective.
I've heard of that too.
They're easing up
Yeah,
on
there was a
how
couple
much we can
people
talk
in my
about that,
area
by the way,
actually
so
who
we can be a little bit more.
Remember the peace of mind.
Everyone, hold on. Everyone knows. Hold on. Everyone knows what we're talking about. Everyone knows the stuff about how they would do things with data and how they were replacing case
You might as well.
and covering up different pieces of information early on, and we don't have to talk about that. It's too risky for the
But guys, the peace of
It's too much for them.
Shut up.
Such peace of mind, he said.
Such a peace of mind, he said. He did say that.
can't wait to go back. 10 out of 10.
Dude, what a
man.
freaking loser. But
That's such
hold
a
on.
loser position. Like, even if you were pro that shot, who the hell goes on Twitter and posts being like, "Oh, I'm so glad I just went to go receive it. Such peace of mind." It's like, yeah, well, how are you doing now?
Guys.
Actually, he's probably one of those people who still.
That's
There are people who still think that the virus is a serious threat. They still believe that.
I wouldn't be
What
surprised.
6 years on.
What about Sweden's COVID rates?
Listen, I never got the thing. I never got
Sweden's COVID rates.
I never got the Pokemon, and I caught it once, and thank God that I had it for only like about a week, or maybe less. It's not as bad as
I feel like it's possible I might have caught it once too, because there was a time, I forgot whether it was in 22 or 23, where I got sick like for a while. It was pretty bad. My throat was just destroyed. I had a runny nose. I couldn't get out of bed. It sucked. So it's possible I could have gotten it. Like I went and got myself tested, but it was never when I felt that way.
Oh, you
How long do y'all guys plan on doing this?
Chatters. Help me choose my fucking Wingstop flavors.
It all depends on
I
the
don't know
mood.
Wingstop, dude. We don't have that.
Listen, it depends on the mood. If you're feeling spicy and you want to go for like spontaneous, then you're going to go bust like flavor like me. Then you want to go.
God is mine. God is mine.
You want to.
I'm sorry, this guy said what?
Just yeah, off to do.
If you want to take it to the south, if you want to take it to the south, if you want to put food in their mouth,
What?
then you want to.
Oh no.
Then we'll take barbecue boneless wings. Those wings are smack delicious, and they are so good that they
No. Cut it, mine. Now, one second.
Yo.
The most spicy thing on the menu. We don't have
That's
Wingstop, so I don't-
mango. Mango is the
Yeah, you
spicy
wanna
thing
get
on the
mango.
menu.
That
And
would
then
either
that's
be
usually what I
mango
get.
or,
I
like,
get mango
atomic,
corn.
maybe.
That's what I get.
Double
Mango and
intake.
corn.
Double intake.
Oh, that's
If you want to go to Italy and you want to experience some of that Italian flavor, and you don't want to do it by getting an Italian girl, then what I recommend you do is get the garlic parm ones. Now, if you want to take it back to 1920s, with a particular Asian country, then I recommend that you get the atomic. So, like, what I'm saying is, it's all in the mood. It's all in the mood. Your food is in the mood.
It's all
And the
he said it's all about the mood.
Food is in the mood. Nah, cut his mic.
Listen.
The food is in the
Oh,
mood.
hell no.
That low-key sounds like something that someone would say and think it's like the coolest thing that they ever said.
Listen. Let me finish.
Nah, cut his
Yeah,
mic.
And the mood chooses the mood. So if you want to be that cool dude, you need to figure out your mood, and you need to get some food. Of course, else.
I thought the food was what decided what the mood was according to you. Cut his mic.
It's in the food. It's in the food. Because let's say I have a stressful day, right? And I get presented with a whole macaroni, microwavable macaroni. Sorry, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go get some McDonald's, or I'm gonna go get something else. If I get presented with a beautiful pasta dish, I'm gonna eat that pasta dish. Use my last meal. I'm gonna eat that pasta dish like I'll make it.
How long do we plan on doing this stream, by the way, Fernando?
I was planning on going as far as I could go for like a few runs. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna finish this one that I'm playing right now, and then we're probably gonna end.
Yeah.
What else should I cover? You guys know me. I always say crazy ass stuff on Discord. You know me.
Well, what do you think about my crazy take that's probably gonna end up with us crawling in the middle of the street?
And what would that be?
My craziest take that you recommend I posted on LinkedIn.
Is that yours or is that the quote?
No, that is not the quote. That is not the quote. The quote would get your stream banned.
Oh, then
I'm not
you
gonna read the
don't
quote
put
to
the
you
quote
guys.
on the stream. That
I'm not talking about the quote. I'm talking about the other thing. The other freaking super controversial take that'll get the libs all like super like.
About what topic?
I asked you for what you think my craziest take would be, and you told me this, and now you don't remember it.
Listen, I forget these things.
Come on, man, think! What's my most ridiculous, not ridiculous, I wouldn't say ridiculous. What's my most controversial take? And by controversial, I don't mean controversial among us, because if I say this, it's probably going to be...
A lot of the stuff that I'm saying is not very controversial among us.
And, and when we say...
No, this is like this soft positions for us.
But I'm not talking about that. Remember when I asked you what I should post on Elton for the quote would get me banned, and you said that I should post something, and then come on now.
Can you just PM into him, or are you reading his speech?
Yeah, but it's probably not going to be understood. So. Probably not going to be understood. Actually, just say it. Oh crap.
I think this is a radical position to me because I don't know. But under certain conditions, if the conditions are met, I believe that apostate should be killed.
Oh, that. Oh. Oh.
You believe
Yeah,
that who should be killed?
The
Apostates.
The offense of apostasy merits the death penalty.
Oh,
in their view.
Dude, I can't believe this. I somehow almost heard apostles.
Oh, hell no! So listen, I hope I provided you with a comprehensive Wingstop guide. Because, and also, by the way, just so you know, a big part of your Wingstop is using what fries. And if you want to go plain Jane or like stay in your lane, then you can get the regular fries. But if you want to go to the south, you want to put food in your mouth, and you want to experience the
Yeah, you're gone. I was gonna let you run your course and then have someone go shut your mouth for you.
I just died. I just died.
Oh,
I just got destroyed. It's over.
Sorry, what did you die
It's
to?
over.
Book of stabbing?
No! Did you have the rupture bill? Or did you
No.
have the ghetto rupture? No?
Heck no.
What did you have?
I had some ghetto freaking strength build. With
Oh,
flex and
no.
clash and stuff.
No demon form?
No
No
demon.
demon fire? No immolate?
Yes, actually, emulate. Yes, emulate.
No fiend fire?
No fiend fire.
Well, guys, it was honestly a pleasure. I liked the stream, and I'm happy that Fernan allowed me to be on because I think.
Wait, hold on. You're not gonna justify under your own framework the last thing you just said?
Oh yeah, let me justify that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and justify it. So I believe that under the particular conditions, believe that this is vigilantes should go about and do this. But in
This is
our
something that
position,
pertains to the state, probably.
yeah, this is something that pertains to the state, so this is not applicable in modern times. So for those of you absolute dumb duts who can't track to save your life are gonna message me and say, "Oh, so if I apostatize, are you gonna come kill me?" No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not my position. Also, I don't believe that if you're an apostate in every circumstance that you should be killed. For instance, if someone who doesn't know how to track the distinction between their right and their left foot is going to tell me, well, what if a person puts a gun to my head and says, you have to leave the religion, otherwise I'm going to kill you. Should I be killed either way? No, you should not. Or if a person says, well, what if this person didn't really know what they were doing? Well, then there is an excuse upon them, which is the excuse of ignorance. And this is why it is determined by the state and the state's courts, in our view. It's not determined by us because we don't know as much as the courts can know. Now, we believe that under certain conditions.
Wait, hold on, but what if which one's the left foot, and how do I tell it from the one that is called the left foot?
That is called, you just told it!
Huh?
Now,
Wait,
you just called it left and right, you just called it that. So not
What's the
only can you
difference?
tell the distinction
What's the
between your left and your right, you can't tell the distinction while naming the distinction. You, sir, are special in your own unique way. You remind me of a particular...
I'm a special individual. Very rare. Very rare.
Now, you're probably saying, why is this position? Why do I have this view? Because this is the standard classical. As a matter of fact, the reason why I work with you is very simple. If you choose to apostatize in your home, and you choose to not practice in your home, and you choose to practice another religion in your home, and by in your home, I just mean that you don't publicly start talking about how bad this religion is, and you don't publicly start blaspheming, and you don't publicly start doing all this stuff, so long as you want to practice in your home, and so long as you want to practice with the people that you want to practice with, and so long as you don't start publicly bad-mouthing, then you're free to practice whatever you'd like to practice. Now, does that mean we believe that it is true when practicing? No, but you're free to practice it in the state. However, if you go around bad-mouthing, and you go around putting posters up, and you go around disrespecting, and you go around blaspheming, what's going to happen is you're going to get arrested. And when you get arrested, if you think that this is that this is so bad, well, the thing is that even with you, if you do that, the state is actually going to give you another chance to repent. So if you are doing this, the state is going to give you time. And if you want to do that, the state is going to give you opportunities to speak with people that will answer your questions. And if you continue to start to do the things that got you arrested, you're going to be executed. And I think that there's no particular issue Now, there might be some reformers that attempt to certain things and attempt to say that this is not. For instance, there was this one person that was showcased in a Muslim channel, and she said, "quote Islam is the most feminist religion I've ever seen. Then you, sir or ma'am, cannot see yourself in a mirror if the mirror was 2 inches from you, because that is ridiculous, and we don't believe
Wait,
that."
but what if I can't see myself from 2 inches away from a mirror?
Well, you're blind. So
Literally blind.
Literally
You literally are.
that is a controversial view that I have. And if you would like
Then I'm
to
blind?
present,
Yeah, it's very controversial. I agree.
and if you would like to present an argument against that, I would love to hear it. I mean, I'd be jumping for joy. But let me give you a couple of ground rules. First, you cannot presuppose modern liberal ethics, because I do not agree with modern liberal ethics.
I reject
It's like if I
those.
told you.
I won't. By the
It's
way,
like
if
if
you
I-
appeal to those, I won't be on your side because I reject those. Sorry. So if you think that like you're gonna get me on your side by appealing to those, that's not gonna work. Sorry.
Yeah, you cannot preassume modern liberal ethics. The same way that if you were a liberal and you want Fernan here to make an argument about why homosexuality is immoral, you don't want him to pre-assume that Christianity is true. He has to make an argument for that. He can't pre-assume that.
Yep.
Second, you have to accept what we mean by apostasy. I don't want to hear, well, if I do this and this is true right now, does that mean that you're going to come into my house and like the boogeyman and kill me? No, you have to accept what we mean by apostasy. What we mean by apostasy and what we mean by typically it's just apostasy that's being in question. Death penalty is already in question. 3, the argument cannot be, well, I personally think that it's wrong. You can personally think that all you like. That is quite frankly none of my concern. What I would like to see is why that is objectively immoral, or why that reduces to a contradiction in my framework, or why my framework is just patently wrong. And if you can't demonstrate that, then you can't demonstrate why my position is false. Now, here are a couple of, let's see, am I missing any ground rules? Let's see. What do you think? Am I missing ground rules here or what? Did I cover it all?
I think you covered basically everything here.
Oh yeah. One last one.
Hey,
One last one.
I'm presupposing shoe ethics.
One last one. One last one.
Hey, my shoe and its ethics.
Your shoe stinks. One last rule.
No, my shoe actually. Hold on, my shoe actually agrees with you. It says that these people in question to be executed ought not to be able to wear it, meaning the shoe.
I see.
Because of their actions. So shoe philosophy agree with you.
Okay.
And that's so cool.
Okay. One last ground rule. If you are doing an internal critique of my framework, you cannot be internally and externally critiquing it at the exact same time. So if you're doing an internal criticism of my framework, if you're doing an internal criticism of Islamic propositions, then you can't externally critique those.
Which means you have to operate within his own morality. That's what that means.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to show that from the moral principles that they have for themselves, which requires a lot more work than I think a lot of these people are actually willing to do, because it requires some degree of understanding what those are. But that's what you have to do.
And if you would like to apply any ethics to the situation, you're going to have to give me an argument for why I should take your account of ethics over my account of ethics. And that needs us to get into an ethics conversation. And
that
one
you're not
final
be ready for,
ground
guaranteed.
rule: if you are an atheist, have a good day, and don't make an argument against me on this.
Because you can't.
Trust me on it.
Unless it's an internal critique, which you won't.
But generally speaking, all it is just rearranging atoms in your position. So your view couldn't even ground a mountain if it tried. So now that we're moving on from that,
their view doesn't even make sense why they even have a mountain.
But what about the cool joke? You know, the view couldn't ground a mountain, like grounding, like explaining, but like grounding is on the ground. You know?
Shut up.
Yeah, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I would tell you to dispose of that argument right now.
Evidence?
Huh?
Of evidence. You told me to dispose. I'm sorry. I didn't know you.
Yeah, you need me to leave. You will not be
I
getting
will see myself out.
return.
Damn right you'll see yourself out. You guys like the stupid people who are like, this is an A and B conversation. See yourself out. They think they're so funny.
I've only heard that once, and you won't believe who said that.
Who said that?
It was Connor Irwin.
No! No! What
Alright,
the
we're wrapping this up.
Okay, so I guess if all that's covered, I'm just going to rapid fire my last few. So I believe secession is legitimate. All of you can cry about that. I reject feminism in its entirety, all of it, everything
Wait,
to do with it.
hold on. The 19th though.
That I think you can make an argument outside of the feminist lens. So I will.
Yeah, but like, hold on. Are you a repeal the 19th believer? Or are you not quite there yet?
I'm on
Still,
the fence on that one.
Loser. I mean,
I'm on the fence on that one. Which, yes, that is a legitimate line of inquiry because I literally will have any line of inquiry that I think that I want to go into. I'll do it. So I will entertain arguments as to why they should repeal the 19th. And I know certain people don't like that idea in principle, but hey, I don't care about your principles. I care about mine.
What if I like the idea?
Well, then that's cool.
That's
You can make
cool.
an argument for that.
I mean,
and
you
I
and
will
I
hear
have
it
already
out.
talked topic. You and I have a topic a bit.
What is it? I believe in secession is legitimate. I believe, or I don't believe in, rather, in feminism. Here's a fun one. I advocate for the abolition of the public school system. You guys may or may not see that later when I do my coverage on the Catholic view of the public school system, which is where I get my position from. Which one sort of bonus take that flows from it is that according to our definition of education, most people actually aren't educated at all. Unless they...
What's your definition of education?
Our definition of education is roughly something to the effect of, because we believe that education, the purpose of it is to properly form the mind and the soul of the person, that cannot happen if, from our perspective, it's not a Christian Catholic education. Meaning that...
Oh, we completely agree. We just swap what thing belongs there.
Right, so education means
we roughly agree
the proper formation of the mind and the soul in various different ways. That's roughly what it means. And so that can't happen, from our view, without some kind of Christian teaching in like an actual schooling environment. And so by that metric, many people are not educated. All of those like super high so-called educated elite, they would be shocked to hear that under our view they're not educated at all.
What about...
Now, that's not to say that they're not knowledgeable or stupid, but education is a different matter.
Hold on. What about my boy Professor Dave Explains?
Oh, he's uneducated in any sense of that term.
Stupid. He's both stupid and uneducated.
He's uneducated in every sense of the term, in the colloquial use and the use that I use, and all of them.
You just can't
Any
track.
definition you want to take about uneducated, that's Professor Dave, who's not even a real professor, by the way, just so everyone knows. He has a bachelor in chemistry.
Well, that's really adorable and all.
Yeah, that's cute.
But I don't think, given his track record for actually like listening, to like things that are said, I don't know if he learned anything in there. It would surprise me at the very least.
Oh, here's another one. I don't believe in intellectual property, and therefore I don't believe in intellectual property rights. What else can I say? Oh, I'll end it with probably one of the most contentious ones that I have, which is I do not believe that the state should be neutral in matters of religion. At all.
Oh, yes, sir! Dude, I'm the most radical on that in the history of this group.
Yeah.
Yo, Fernando, did you touch on IQ at all?
No, I didn't touch on IQ because that's not my thing.
Are you talking about Luke's dumb 60% rule?
Okay, well,
Which
it's
low-key is
actually not that
probably
dumb.
true. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's actually not dumb. It's
No,
true
I
to an
didn't.
extent. I just think that they're wrong.
I,
And I
no,
think
I
that
didn't
there's
touch on IQ. That's not my thing. Other than to just say,
if the number makes or breaks the rule and the number is false, then the rule is false. But the principles are there.
yeah, the principle's there. I don't know what the actual number would be. But
I think he just
what I
tried to
will
be too
say,
specific about it.
what I will say is, an argument that's typically ran against like universal suffrage, for example, is basically saying that voters are too stupid to actually understand what it is that they're talking about and what they're voting for.
Let's go.
What I would say,
Skibbity Rizmo.
what I would say actually is
I'm
that
sorry for uttering those words. I'm sorry. I didn't
Just mute your mic.
what I would say
I will mute your
instead
mic.
is that it is an unreasonable expectation to place for you to think that the voters could be educated on those things, given that a lot of the national policy stuff is very, very distant from the things that they have to concern themselves with in their daily lives. So that's the refined sort of version of that. I wouldn't say that people are too stupid to.
I think that just becomes a base argument. It's just too arbitrary.
Yeah, I would just say like, yeah, they kind of are a little bit too dumb, but like also you shouldn't expect them to know those things because it doesn't pertain to them at all. Like, why do you think that the average working person who has enough to worry about and focus on in his own life, with when you account for everything, all of a sudden is going to be able to make an informed decision on the type of national policy that we should be pursuing in the economy or foreign policy or any of those things? At what point do they have the time to educate themselves on any of those matters?
And how educated do they need to be is another issue before we can say that they're properly educated and on what.
Because a lot of people, you have to understand that a lot of people, they think they're way more intelligent than they actually are.
Yeah, 100%.
So they think they're competent, but it may be the case that they're actually not competent. It's like people who circulate the most diluted, historically uninformed nonsense that people just go around saying all the time. And they think that they're so smart because, oh, I know history. It's like, no, you don't. Or, oh, I know statistics. No, you don't. You don't know any of these things. You know the popular version of these things, which is not the same as, like, the actual academic versions.
Well, Ferdinand, I'm going to ask you this one question.
Okay.
Do you think that that IQ is a heritable trait, for one?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that there are differences in group averages of IQ and other factors?
Yep.
And do you hold the weird-ass position that IQ is a bad metric because it's just a social construct?
No!
Who takes that position?
If any one of you people
if any of you guys take that
this view,
leave.
I don't know what you're doing here on a channel like this, because clearly this kind of thinking is like, it's not that it's too much for you, it's that like on an emotional level you're not ready, because like, come on, man, we're still doing the social construct thing. Everything is a social construct according to you people. Yeah, we're not doing that here. We don't engage in that type of thinking around here because we know it's stupid. Okay?
Oh, and guys, I'm gonna give you a small word of advice. And I know Ferdinand is probably gonna end the stream soon, so I want to end with a word of advice from you. I know I've given you guys ground rules for how to make an argument against the positions that I hold, theistic positions that I hold.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you this one final word of advice that is going to end the night. If I'm talking to you about theology, and you want to talk to me about an event that happened 11th September, You're not ready for this kind of conversation.
You're not prepared. You're
I
not.
forgot about people who do that.
You're not ready. You're not. Look,
Also, one more thing on the social construct IQ argument. That's it. At this point, that argument is so not runnable. We have so many different things that tie into personalities, communication styles, IQ, different parts of IQ, EQ, different things like that, and it's one of the most explored things in science, specifically like.
you gotta understand, they don't like that kind of science. Hold on. They love science until it
is very well understood. I would actually say that we do beat around the bush on some aspects of it, but the idea that IQ in and of itself is a social construct is just dumb, and it's not really runnable.
No, I don't believe that at all. I don't. If you take that position, you're just not. I don't even know what you're doing on this channel. Like, I don't even know how you got here.
Yeah,
because like this isn't that. Okay, this is a channel that will proudly advocate for a non-neutral Catholic state, confessional state is what they call it. That's what I advocate for on this channel. That probably makes you uncomfortable too, because you think it's going to be like a super authoritarian sort of thing. When in fact, I'm actually very much more of a libertarian. I believe in a teeny tiny government.
If these people think that IQ is a social construct, they don't know what those terms really mean.
I think they know what social construct is, but I don't think they know what IQ is.
No. I don't think they know what. But I don't think they know what the difference is between authoritarian and libertarian, despite the fact it is a very simple concept.
It's so easy, dude. If you don't know what that is, dude, I can't even. How do you even engage with people like that?
I think we should end this.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this.
Other things people generally believe or don't believe
or
don't.
All I'm gonna say is, look, I'm gonna bring it back. This is where I'm gonna end the thing. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to where we were talking about how you gave the anecdote about how somebody said that religion was dumb, and then you gave the argument, and I was like, oh, do you want to have a comparative discussion? I'm gonna elaborate on that. If anybody holds that view, do you want to have a comparative discussion about the intellectual merits of some of the fantasies that normies believe? Because I will gladly go into all those things. Universal suffrage, democracy, the power of the people. That's another thing I didn't even cover. If you believe in that, you're living in a fantasy world.
One last thing for me. If you believe that religion is bad because your girlfriend cried.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Not the case, problem of girlfriend.
You, sir, must read some more books.
Like, must. Necessity. You have to read. Okay? Jeez.
What about the problem of female? The problem of girlfriend?
The LBW?
No, don't even talk about that. That's a meme, bro. No. Somebody's gonna pick that up and think that's real.
There's a better argument.
Yeah, that's a meme.
Than the problem of girlfriend.
Yeah, the problem of girlfriend states that if any X is objected to by the girlfriend of any subject Y, it means that it means that X is therefore immoral and probably
therefore immoral and false.
Yeah, and false. Well, I don't think he said it was false. I think he said that it was bad. But
once again,
yeah, it's therefore immoral if any X is objected to
by the girlfriend of a subject
by the girlfriend
Y,
of any subject Y, such that the girlfriend of subject Y begins to engage in what is colloquially referred to as crying.
Oh no, we have to cut this short.
It therefore follows that X is immoral. That is That is
That
syllogism.
is solid logic.
That
That's
is
a wrap.
syllogism. And right here is where we wrap it up.
Aristotle would be proud.
Yep. Something like that.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, guys.
We'll see you guys in the next ones. My schedule for stuff that I'm gonna be putting out is probably the Catholicism versus public education, probably the anti-nuclear weapons thing, because that's another position that I hold. Just war theory too. There's a lot of different things I can cover, but with
Yo,
that,
Vernon,
what's up?
hold on. One more thing.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the theory that the nuclear weapons don't exist?
If you hold to that position, get out of here. You're not gonna, I'm not engaging.
Wait,
with you.
that's actually a view?
Yeah, it is a view.
I'm crying.
No, Brian, get out of here. I'm not talking to you. You're not my
You know what?
friend.
That's
You're
it.
not my associate.
Just-
You're not my.
Just.
You're not an equal interlocutor. I'm not talking to you.
No, you are. You are not. You are not.
All right.
All right, guys.
We see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.